There are ways you can find in. You are not going to be able to sit down with Iran and find a neat, cozy little deal at a nice hotel and start sorting down through the agenda. Well, okay, well, is today the day that you're going to recognize Israel? I wish it was quite that simple, but it's not, as you all know. That's the whole point about working it and bolting it together in a sustained framework, a strategic interest, and what's the plan? Where do you go? How do you do it? And it is tough. It's difficult. Look at North Korea. I think we're making some progress there. A lot of criticism. You could pull that agreement, so-called agreement, it's in a very preliminary stage, apart. Well, then if you don't like that, if you don't like the progress we've made in North Korea as an example, then what's the option? Do you bomb North Korea? Well, I suppose we have capacity to do that. Do you use a nuclear tip weapon to go in after their underground facilities? I suppose that's an option. Do you want to regionalize a nuclear war? I suppose that's an option. So where are your options here? That's the point I made about false choices. Don't give me this stuff about what's more dangerous than Iran with nuclear weapons is a war with Iran, or what's least dangerous. That's not our option right now. We are far smarter and more powerful than that. We will destroy mankind. We will destroy mankind if that's the agenda of our foreign policy. And that's not the agenda. And we've got other ways to do it. But I use the opening, the Beirut Declaration, to give you an example back for your answer. There are ways in this. If you have a regional framework that Maliki wants to put together, something I've been calling for 3 years, because there's not going to be any peace in Iraq or any peace in the Middle East without some kind of a regional understanding. You're not going to be able to categorize it and put it all in little boxes. It's not that simple. You all know that. I don't profess that. But you must move this in a different direction. We must move it towards some high ground here. We have been lowering our expectations, our definitions in the Israeli-Palestinian effort to find something year after year. And we've got a more explosive situation than we've ever had. Now, we've got to find some ways to bring that back up onto some higher ground. And yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's complicated, but we don't have any choice here. That's what great nations are about. It's a responsibility of a great nation. And if you don't want to do that, then you should move out of the way and let leaders who do want to do it and will take risks and will lead and will be inspirational and will find ways to do it. Get out of the way. There's too much that depends on it. The future of mankind depends on it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.